Hi guys, welcome to GoldenEye. Today we are covering methods of recording depreciation. Earlier we did methods of charging depreciation, that is written down value method, straight line value method. Now we are discussing methods of recording depreciation. There are two types of method for recording of depreciation. First is depreciation charge to assets account. Next is depreciation charge to provision for depreciation account. Methods of recording depreciation. First method is depreciation charge to assets account. Second method is depreciation charge to provision for depreciation account or accumulated depreciation. In the first method, we charge depreciation directly to the assets account, whereas in the second method, instead of charging depreciation to the assets account, we will charge depreciation to the provision for depreciation account. Assets account always appears at its original cost. The balance on the credit side of provision for depreciation account shows the total amount of depreciation accumulated to date. However, when assets is sold or discarded, the total accumulated depreciation for that assets is transferred to credit side of assets account with the help of following entry. So this will be entry provision for depreciation account debit to assets account, being depreciation transfer to assets account. So this we will understand in the question. X Limited purchased on 1st April 2008 a second-hand plant for rupees 4 lakh and immediately spent 80,000 rupees for its overhauling. Overhauling is a type of inspection and 20,000 rupees for its installation. On October 1st 2011, the plant became obsolete. Obsolete means out of technology and was sold for rupees 2 lakh. Depreciation is provided at 10% per annum on original cost method. Original cost is the straight line method. Accounts are closed each year on 31st March. Show the necessary ledger account assuming provision for depreciation account is maintained. Now come to the answer. We made timeline of the question. On 1st April 2008, X Limited purchased a second-hand plant of rupees 4 lakh. So now we are calculating total cost of plant. 4 lakh rupees paid for second plant plus company did 80,000 rupees for overhauling expenses. Overhauling expenses is a type of inspection charges plus company did 20,000 rupees for installation. So total cost of the plant will be 5 lakh. We will charge depreciation 31st March every year. This is first year, this is second year, this is third year, this is fourth year. On 1st October 2011, X Limited sold plant for rupees 2 lakh. Now we are making plant account. Debit, credit, date, particulars, amount, date, particulars, amount. X Limited purchased second-hand plant on 1st April 2008 for rupees 5 lakh. So what will be the entry? Plant account debit to bank account. So to bank account 5 lakh. In this question, we have to make separate account for depreciation, that is provision for depreciation account. So we will not charge depreciation in the plant account. On 31st March 2009, by balance carried down 5 lakh rupees. This balance will be brought down to the next year. On 1st April 2009, to balance brought down 5 lakh. There is no sale purchase in the second year. 31st March 2010, by balance carried down 5 lakh, and in this way we will do for all the years. This balance will again be brought down to the next year. On 1st April 2010, to balance brought down 5 lakh rupees, and there is no sale purchase in the third year also. 31st March 2011, by balance carried down 5 lakh, and this balance will be brought down to the next year. On 1st April 2011, to balance brought down 5 lakh. On 1st October 2011, X Limited sold second-hand plant for rupees 2 lakh. So what will be the entry? Bank account debit to plant. So by bank 2 lakh. And this portion we will understand after doing provision for depreciation account. So now come to provision for depreciation account. Provision for depreciation account, debit, credit, date, particulars, amount, date, particulars, amount. Depreciation rate is 10%, method is straight line method, plant value is 5 lakh. So depreciation is equal to 5 lakh into 10% into whole year is equal to 50,000. So by depreciation on 31st March 2009, 50,000. This balance will be carried down to 31st March 2009. To balance carried down 50,000. Next year on 1st April 2009, by balance brought down 50,000. This year depreciation will be same. Why same? As we are using straight line method. Total of the depreciation till second year is 1 lakh. 31st March 2010, to balance carried down 1 lakh. This balance will be brought down to the next year. On 1st April 2010, by balance brought down 1 lakh. 31st March 2011, by depreciation 50,000. So total depreciation till third year is 1 lakh 50,000. To balance carried down 1 lakh 50,000. On 1st April 2011, by balance brought down 1 lakh 50,000. On 1st October 2011, X Limited sold its plant for rupees 2 lakh. So we will charge depreciation from 1st April 2011 to 1st October 2011, that is for a period of 6 months. April, May, June, July, August, September. Full year depreciation is 50,000 and half year depreciation will be 25,000. On 1st October 2011, by depreciation 25,000. So total 1,75,000. Plant has been sold. We have earlier read that when assets is sold or discarded, the total amount of accumulated depreciation for the assets is transferred to the credit side of assets account, and the entry will be provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation account debit to assets account. So this 1,75,000 balance will be transferred to the on 1st October 2011 by provision for depreciation account 1,75,000. 1st October 2011 by statement of profit and loss account 1,25,000. This balance will be balancing figure. Now that this is done, if you have any doubt, then please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.